Hello and welcome to a new video. This is a pre-algebra video about graphing points. So this is going to be something that we need to know for algebra. And so maybe you've already seen this before, maybe you haven't, but basically we can talk about locations in the real world, in a made-up world, wherever it might be. We can talk about locations as a set of coordinates, is what we call them. If you have played Minecraft, then or really any game, this would be helpful because in Minecraft you can actually show your coordinates. Either it depends on what edition, like how you would do it, but like I always show coordinates when I can because I get lost really easily. So I typically, like wherever I make my home base, I show coordinates, take a picture. That way I can always find where my base is. So a set of coordinates is a set of numbers that show you like where you are in relation to an origin. So that would be the point 0, 0. And it's typically like the center of whatever you're doing. And then your coordinates go out from there. And we have kind of a system we typically use that's been around for a while. This is called the Cartesian coordinate plane, which was named after Descartes, who first started using it, I believe. Or at least gets credit for it. And he was alive, I think, in like the 1700s. So we've been using this way of graphing for a while. It seems like it works out pretty well, so I guess that's good. But in the Cartesian coordinate plane, or just coordinate plane, we have an x-axis, which is a horizontal line, and a y-axis, which is a vertical line. Don't know who decided to use x and y, but you probably already noticed our fascination with x from solving equations that have x's in them. So x's and y's are kind of a big deal in math. And what we do is we write points as their x value, comma, their y value inside of a set of parentheses. And the idea is that when people see something written like this, they know that you're most likely talking about a point. And so that's a way that we can communicate with each other. Even without necessarily even speaking the same language, we can communicate in math with other people who also understand that, oh, this is a point. So what that means is if I'm trying to, in this first set of problems, if I'm trying to state the coordinates of each point, what I want to do is count how much is it going left or right, and then how much is it going up or down. And so I'll start here with D, because I'm going to go in alphabetical order. The coordinates for D, I would count, okay, that's to the right 5. So the x coordinate is 5. And then I'm going to count how far is it up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 up. And because both of those were positive directions, you can see on my coordinate grid that it's actually labeled with positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right and negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left. That's standard. That's the way we typically make these coordinate planes, is that to the right is positive and up is positive, and then left is negative and down is negative. So D is the point 5, comma 4. And we can just go through and find each of these points. Like let's do E next because it's the next letter in the alphabet. E is, we'd have to go right 1 and down 2. So that's positive 1, comma, negative 2. F, we'd go right 1 and then we'd go up 2. So 1, comma, 2. G, we'd go left 4 and up 1. So that's negative 4, comma, 1. And then H would be right 1 and down 4. So I think the thing that is most important to get in your head is that we want to go left or right first, then up or down second. It's in alphabetical order. X comes before Y in the alphabet. And then remembering which direction is positive and which directions are negative is also super important. But that's the idea. What if we want to go the other direction and plot points instead? So we're given a list of points and we're going to figure out where they go. So B is at 1, comma 0. So the 1 is telling me my left and right. So since it's positive 1, I'm going to go to the right one. The 0 is telling me the up or down, but since it's 0, I'm not going to go up or down. This is where my first point's going to be, is right here. I'm going to label it with a B because I'm going to put 5 points on the same grid. And if I don't label them, I won't know which point was supposed to be which one. C, negative 3, 0. So that means I'm going to go the negative direction 3, for x, and then not up or down, so that's going to be right here. Okay, D, 2 comma 2. So those are both positive, so that's right 2 and then up 2. And then E is 0 comma negative 4, so I'm not going to go left or right for 0, but I'm going to go down 4, so that's going to be right here. And then F is 3 comma 4, so right 3 and up 4, which is, what am I writing? F. F is right there. Okay, so this is definitely something that may take you some practice, but you just got to get in your head. This is the way it works. Somebody decided a while ago that this is the way it works, and just so that we all can be talking about the same thing, this is how we all do it. And if somebody comes up with a better way and wants everybody to change, they're going to have to work really hard at that, because this actually works really well. I mentioned Minecraft, but like we also kind of use a coordinate plane whenever we talk about like latitude and longitude for the Earth. Or, you know, whenever you're using GPS, guess what? You are basically at a coordinate, and your location you're trying to go to is at a coordinate, and so you're being told how to get from one place to the other. So all that to say, this is something that we're going to use in Algebra 1. I hope that it made sense and that you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.